Hello, welcome. Today we're going to be looking at thermodynamics. Thermodynamics is a very important aspect of sciences. Why? If you bring firewood, you have water, you want to boil the water. There is energy in the firewood in form of chemical energy that will change to become heat, and it will be transferred to the water, making it hot water. So energy from the firewood goes to the water, making it hot. So there is transfer of energy from one form, in chemical form that it is in firewood, in form of heat, heating up the water so that you can use it for anything you want to. So that is thermodynamics. Thermodynamics, transfer of energy. There is always movement of energy in one form to the other. That's what is happening in the whole world. You get your crude oil, you get it into the car, it gives the car energy to move. So that fuel that you give the car to move, the fuel has energy in form of chemical energy. But you have mechanical motion of the car because there is transfer of energy in what form? In one form to the other. So whenever you have transfer of energy in one form to the other, what you actually have is what we call thermodynamics. So thermodynamics is actually the branch of science which deals with energy transfer. Energy has to be transferred and transformed. The energy in the firewood is transferred to the water, making it hot. It's also transformed from one form of chemical to heat. So whenever you're studying energy transfer from one form to the other, of transport or movement of energy, we call it thermodynamics, and it stems from the word thermo. Thermo simply means heat, and dynamics simply means the movement or change in form. So now we talk about thermodynamics as the branch of science which deals with energy transfer and its effect on properties, both physical and chemical, of the substance that is involved. So whenever this energy is being transferred or taken out from a substance, the chemical properties and physical properties of that substance changes. Like if you're using fuel to drive your car, the end product is not the same as the main fuel that you put in. So there must always be changes in the physical property of the substance that supplies this energy that is transferring. Now, the major aspect or the major form of energy that is considered in thermodynamics is actually heat energy. Heat energy. That's why the word thermo is heat. Now, the amount of heat or work transfer taking place while arriving at one state from another is the main concern of thermodynamics. So thermodynamics is always looking at the amount of heat that is transferred from that your firewood to your water to make it to boil or to make it to hot. So this heat can also be seen in form of work, like the energy that moves a piston. A piston moves, like here. Once you supply heat here, you are going to see that the molecules will move more around, expanding the volume. So it will cause work to be done on the environment by moving this piston. So whenever you're making such studies, you're doing what we call thermodynamics. It's a very important aspect of engineering. Now we look at systems. Whenever you're talking about work done, it has to be from one place or from one substance to the other. So that substance that you're considering is known as the system. And the other one that is doing work too is known as the surrounding. So let's take this as an example. The molecules of the fluid inside this arrangement of cylinder and piston. This is a cylinder and this is a piston that can move. So this substance inside is known as the system. The fluid molecules is known as the system. Then every other thing is this surrounding. Now you have a boundary inside this that separates this system, which is the fluid, from the surrounding, which is the piston and this and the rest of the environment. So we say systems and surroundings. System is the fixed mass or region. Fixed mass or region in space or control volume where study is focused. We are focusing on our study our study on this fluid. So that is the system. Whereas surrounding is everything external to the system. So any other thing apart from this system, this fluid that is delimited with this surrounding, with this boundary, is known as surrounding. So that surface that separates the system from the surrounding is the boundary. So that's what we say. Boundary is the surface that separates a system from the surrounding. So you can say this is the system, the fluid. This is the boundary. I drew it with dotted lines, whereas this is the surrounding. The fluid is the system, the boundary inside, then the surrounding. Now there are three types of system that you can have. You can have what we call closed system, open system, or isolated system. Whenever you hear the word closed system, it simply means a system where there could be only energy transfer. There is no mass transfer. Open system is where there are both mass and energy transfer. Isolated system is where you don't have mass or energy transfer. So let's look at this system. A closed system is a system where there is energy transfer but no mass transfer. There is energy interaction but no mass interaction. Example is piston cylinder arrangement without valve. If you look at this, this is a piston cylinder arrangement. There's no valve that tells us that any of the fluid inside the system is going out of the surrounding. Nothing like that. So you can only apply heat. There could be energy transfer, but there's no mass. No mass is moving out. The volume, the mass of this remains constant. So we have what we call closed system. Now, if you connect a valve here, so that some of this fluid can go out at some point, we have what we call open system. Because heat, you can still apply your heat, then mass can still enter or go out. So that is open system, where both energy and mass can do what? Interact between the system and the what? Environment. Now finally, we have what we call isolated system. So now, energy and mass interaction for open system, example is piston cylinder with valve. So if you attach a valve here, you have this arrangement. So let's say you attach a valve. So you connected a pipe here so that you can close or open the valve. So you can have what we call, this is an example of open system, because mass can flow in, more fluid can enter from here, and you can still apply your energy using a burner. But in isolated system, you don't have both mass, you don't have energy transfer. Example is where you have hot tea that is put in thermoflask. You see, if you want something to remain hot for a very long number of hours or time, you have to put it in a thermoflask that is well insulated. So if you have a thermoflask that is well insulated, there is no form of anything going out, and you have your tea inside. Even when you put heat here or energy, heat is a form of energy, it cannot enter because you have insulated the body of this thermoflask. So whenever there is no mass entering, there is no energy entering, we have what we call isolated system. So isolated system is where no energy, no mass interaction. Example is hot tea that is inside a thermoflask. So today we've been able to look at introduction to thermodynamics. We've been able to look at what a system is and what surrounding is and what types of systems that we have. Thank you very much. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button, like, share it so that people can see it. Thank you. God bless you.